The 2026 Michigan governor's race is shaping up to be a game changer, and we've got some heavy hitters throwing their hats in the ring. So let's get into it. With Governor Gretchen Whitmer wrapping up her time in office, the state's up for grabs. The candidates stepping up all bring something different to the table. Some come with big government experience, others with boots on the ground leadership. In this video, we'll break down their accomplishments, political affiliations, and what they're bringing to Michigan's future. Meet the candidates. Jocelyn Benson, Democrat. She's been Michigan's Secretary of State since 2019, making major moves in voter rights and election security. The wins expanded early voting, made registering to vote easier, and pushed for more transparency in elections. If you voted with ease in the last few years, you've got her policies to thank. Chris Swanson, Democrat, Sheriff of Genesee County since 2020. Swanson's leadership goes beyond law enforcement. He's got a reputation for standing with the people. The wins. When protests broke out in 2020, instead of suiting up in riot gear, he put on his sneakers and walked with the people. That moment went viral, but his work didn't stop there. He's been all about police reform, community policing, and showing that law enforcement can be both strong and compassionate. Aric Nesbitt, a Republican, is the minority leader in the Michigan Senate. Nesbitt's got experience navigating policy at the state level. He's a big advocate for conservative fiscal policies, focusing on less government spending and more emphasis on private industry. If you're all about bringing manufacturing jobs back to Michigan, he's your guy. Mike Duggan, an independent, might be better known as the mayor of Detroit. But now, Duggan's stepping up as an independent, which means he's not rolling with the Democrats or the Republicans. He's bringing his own game plan. Under his leadership, Detroit went from bankrupt to bouncing back. He cut through the red tape, attracted new businesses, and put serious work into rebuilding the city's roads and transit systems. Duggan's coming into this race as a problem solver, not a politician tied to party lines. That could shake things up big time. Now, I want to spend some extra time on two names that stand out. They are Mike Duggan and Chris Swanson. These two are bringing two very different styles of leadership, and their records prove it. Mike Duggan, the fixer. Duggan's whole brand is about reviving broken systems. He took Detroit from financial ruin to a city on the rise. He's all about efficiency, cutting waste, and making government work like a business. That's rare for politicians, and it's exactly why he's running as an independent. He's not trying to be a party puppet. He's here to get things done. Biggest strength, economic development. If you care about job growth, business investment, and city revitalization, he's got the track record to prove he can make it happen. Chris Swanson, the bridge builder. Sheriff Swanson, he's got a different approach. He's all about community engagement, law enforcement reform, and building trust. He's one of the few law enforcement officials that people on both sides actually respect. Biggest strength, public safety, and trust. If you're looking for a leader who knows how to balance law and justice while keeping the community at the table, Swanson's got receipts. Michigan's biggest issues and the candidates' game plans. This election isn't just about who's got the best resume, it's about who's got the best plan to fix Michigan. Right now, three major issues stand out. Michigan's had some solid job growth in the last decade, but we need more. Duggan's take is to attract businesses, create economic incentives, and cut government inefficiency. Swanson's take is to invest in communities, reduce crime, and create safer cities where businesses want to move. Nesbitt's take is to reduce taxes, push for more manufacturing, and cut back government regulations. We all know Michigan roads are trash. Governor Whitmer put $19 billion into fixing them, but with that funding wrapping up in 2025, what's next. Duggan has already revamped Detroit's infrastructure, so he knows how to make things happen without wasted spending. Swanson is looking at infrastructure through a safety lens, fix the roads, but also focus on making them safer for drivers and pedestrians. Nesbitt believes funding for roads should come from private sector partnerships, not just taxpayer dollars. Law enforcement reform, community policing, and building trust between cops and the people. Smart policing, investments in public safety, and addressing the root causes of crime, poverty, and lack of opportunity. Michigan is at a crossroads. Do we double down on traditional politics, or do we roll with leaders who can think outside the box? This election isn't just about party lines, it's about who actually has the skills to get things done. Duggan's coming in as the fixer. He's got a no-nonsense, independent approach that might attract voters tired of political games. Swanson is bringing his community-first, trust-building leadership style. He's not just talking about public safety, he's been about that life for years. Whoever takes the governor's seat in 2026 has to bring real solutions to the table. The question is, who's got the best game plan? 3 key O'Neill perspectives from this episode are: 1. Independent versus party politics. Duggan running as an independent could shake things up big time. 2. Leadership styles matter. Swanson's community-driven approach versus Duggan's business-minded leadership. 3. Infrastructure and safety. Our key roads, jobs, and crime are going to decide this election. That's the breakdown. Now, let's see who really puts in the work for Michigan. Thanks for tuning into the O'Neill Perspective podcast and videos. Be sure to subscribe to my podcast and YouTube channel, and always remember to stay informed, stay sharp, and stay engaged. See y'all next time.